Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Christine's just gone home. We've had a very busy day in the shop. It's 2 or 3 days after Christmas Day. I think it's the 28th. I trust everyone had a great Christmas in whatever form it takes for you. We had a fun one. It was really good, but we're back to work. We're having a lot of fun at work. I have another mystery objects video for you guys, another guessing game. I have 10 items on the counter. Everyone seemed to really enjoy the last game I had, and I did post out a couple of stickers to the winners or the winner. And we've got the same again, the Ultimate Recycler sticker. I will post out to the first person that gets the best score. Now you are allowed to have multiple guesses if you like, and sometimes people read the comments, get a few clues, submit another guess. So I'm going to leave it run for, I don't know, a few days. I think last time we did a week and the guessing was over after about 4 or 5 days. Let's make it 5 days. I'll leave this open for 5 days. And I will put a comment when the guessing's over, and then we'll do a follow-up video. Let's have a look. Okay, let's have a run through these items. They're a range of eras. This one is quite early, and I've put some stickers over the name so you can't race off and Google it, and also put a bit of blue tack over here because it did actually say what it is. Look, you could probably still Google anyway if you're that way inclined. I don't mind if people want to Google, but many of you may have seen one of these. I can tell you that it is incomplete. There is another part that goes with it. It is cast iron. It is quite heavy. There is a spring steel piece in here, and this lever moves around like a clamp. It has got written on it patented, and that was the name. And then it has a brand name on this side which you cannot read, and it's a patent date of December looks like 13, and it says 87, so it'd be 1887. So it's a pretty early piece of equipment, incomplete. Do you know what it is? That's number one. Number two is an electrical item. It is probably 1960s, I would say, maybe early 70s. Again, I've put some tape around the brand. In fact, it actually tells you what it is on the sticker there on the end, so you don't need to read that. It has obviously a power cord. This one is 125 volts, I think it's US. They're obviously probably available in 240 volts as well. So it's electrical, nothing moves on it, there's no switches, although this nozzle thing is spring loaded. Now it doesn't unscrew, it's not hollow, and I'm guessing that you actually push it to activate it. What does it do? It's a really curious piece, that one. Number three, we're on a similar era, probably a little bit earlier, say 1950s. It's a cast aluminium moulding here, and this part looks like it's probably a Bakelite. It's a bit aged, but I'd say it's probably a Bakelite. A hole in the end. So what would you use that for? And maybe, you know, where would you find it? I'm not going to tell you. You've got to tell me. This next one is older again. This is probably back to the early 1900s, maybe through to 1920. It has a spinning, obviously a handle here. So one would quite safely presume it's a crank handle. But what's it used for? That's the guess for this one. What would you use this crank handle for? Now this one featured on a recent video, and I didn't name it. So now's your time to name it. I can tell you that it is like a cast iron. It's quite heavy. It works like pliers, and it has a stop in there, and that stop, it's not adjustable, and when that closes, these little ball things, there's a bit of a gap in the middle, so they don't actually touch. And it does have holes in the end of the handles down this end. So what would you use that one for? I'm not sure on the age of that. I think they might even still make something similar, but I would say this one's maybe mid-century, 1950s. Bit hard to tell. There's no brands on it. This next one, what are we up to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is number 6. It's a heavy piece of metal. It's probably cast iron. Has a series of holes around the ends and one little hole there. Oh, another one that side. In fact, that goes right through. So you can see the size. What would you use that for? You often find these with other ones. They usually don't turn up singly. If I find some in a box, there's normally quite a few of them. Age-wise, it's probably early 1900s. Here's another heavy metallic piece. This will be cast iron. It looks a bit like a pine cone and it has a loop at the end. So where would you find one of those? And they normally hang out in pairs. Another cast iron piece here. This one has a hole this end, a little hook thing this end. It's cast iron and it has just it looks like an O stamped into it. So where would you find that? What would you use that for? And bonus points if you can tell me the brand of the item that it suits. 2 more to go. Number 9, another metallic piece, but not quite as heavy. This one's not cast iron. It looks pretty much the same both sides. I don't know why that hole's there. Don't normally have a hole there. I have seen these in brass as well. So what would that be used for? Sometimes they turn up in toolboxes, but I need to know specifically what it's used for. And the last item's probably the trickiest. There's a few easier ones in this one. This is the last item that they're quite rare. You don't see these very often. They come in different forms. This one has a bevel on the back. It's about 45 degrees. It's timber. It has a hole there. And it has a rubber ring around that nipple part. So how would you use it and what is it? That one's probably pretty early. That would be early 1900s, maybe up to 1920 perhaps. And that's it. That's all the mystery objects. Again, there's the coveted The Ultimate Recycler sticker. I will post this video shortly and you can start guessing. So best of luck with your guessing. I don't mind if you Google. I don't mind if you read everyone else's comments. If someone gets all 10, however they can do it, they'll get the sticker. So bit of fun. We'll hold the comp open for 5 days. I guess unless someone gets all 10. If someone gets all 10 and I'm satisfied with their answers or enough detail, we'll call the competition complete and I'll post out a sticker. As I said, I don't mind how you get the answers. You can Google image search if you like. You can search if there was anything written on any of those that you can Google. I don't consider it cheating. I consider it good practice for research. I had a physics teacher many years ago when I was at school that actually said to us, I don't mind if you rig your results on your experiments to get the result you want. If you can do that and you structure the write-up or the report properly, it tells me at least you know the procedures, and that's what he's trying to teach. So the results really didn't matter. So anyway, the results are going to matter this time. For goodness sake, it's a sticker. So good luck, guys. We'll catch you in the next video. I'll give the answers probably next week. We'll see you then. Bye for now.